When it comes down to it, I'm probably going to pick the girl that's high maintenance, okay? High maintenance in the right ways. I think a lot of guys get scared by high maintenance women. And let me break it down, let me explain it a little bit so that you understand why this is actually beneficial. See, the woman that you have on your arm, the woman that you claim, she's a direct representation of you. So when you're out at a nightclub, when you're out at a party, when you're out at a social event or a business meeting, she is representing your success, your mindset, your physicality, your status, your boundaries, your authority, your dominance, everything that you are, she's going to represent it. In a situation like this, I would want my woman to be high maintenance. I want her nails to be done. I want her to take care of her hair. I want her to be prim and proper because she's going to display to the other men out there that, yes, I get taken care of and this man takes care of me and this man is someone that you can rely on. If I'm meeting somebody and I see their girl and she's not put together, she's not taking care of herself, and more than anything, if she's treating this man disrespectfully, she's not respecting him because he's not taking care of her, I automatically know that this guy's life is not necessarily what it needs to be. So when I meet a girl and she has a lot of things going on and she has a skincare routine and she has a hair care routine and she has to get her nails done here and she has to do this, that, and the third to take care of her physicality, I'm going to let her do that. I'm going to be like, yeah, go ahead. I support it because I want a girl that takes care of herself. Honestly, keeping it real with you, the women that said they're laid back, they're super chill, they're low maintenance, those are the ones that come with the most emotional baggage. Those are the ones that will just kind of hold it in until they feel like they can start unleashing stuff on you and they just explode emotionally. And then they start layering and layering and layering things. Whereas a high maintenance girl, a girl that kind of demands what she wants, a girl that tells you right up front what she needs, she's just going to be very upfront with you. And then you know you're not going to waste each other's time. No matter which way you cut it, women are going to be work. There's no woman out there that's not going to have an emotional moment. There's no woman out there that's not going to need something from you. There's always something that you have to give when you have a woman in your life. Fundamentally understand that women are a luxury. There are no men that go through periods of struggle that are like, man, I want a girlfriend now that my bank account is zero. Man, I need a girlfriend now that I'm not doing well at work. It's when you're doing well, it's when you have things going for you that you start to think logically, hey, I want a wife, I want kids, I want a family because I can financially support it. So understand, no matter which way you cut it, women are going to come with some kind of problem that you need to fix as a man, but they're also going to provide you some peace psychologically that you can't get anywhere else.
High maintenance women are good for men. If I were a male seeking a lifelong partner, I'd pick the high maintenance woman over the low maintenance woman any day of the week because the high maintenance woman will take you further. You'll go further as a couple. What motivated me to talk about this was learning about a couple I know that parted ways, and the guy said she was really high maintenance. This has been said about me, so I want to clarify this high maintenance label. Historically, high maintenance women have been labeled as self-obsessed, solely focused on money and material things, and many people believe we're hard to handle. Notice I said we. I'm a proud, self-proclaimed high maintenance woman. I had an ex-boyfriend that told me I was high octane. I took that as a compliment because the reason he labeled me as high octane was because I wouldn't tolerate his excessive tardiness and bad personal hygiene. I didn't have any money then, but I had set standards for myself, and I always looked my best even when I was broke. You see, high maintenance women aren't just focused on material things. We prefer the best of the best, and we will hustle to get it if we have to. And the best of the best includes excellent health, a good-looking exterior, a better-looking interior, strong emotional intelligence, love, respect, and abundance. All of these things make up wealth because wealth encompasses much more than just money. A woman who is focused on filling her life with wealth will take you further than a woman who isn't. High maintenance women made a choice at some point in their lives that they were not willing to settle for anything less than what they wanted, and that decision led to taking action. Action leads to an energetic vibration that matches the best of the best, and this includes way more than an obsession with material things. I think the first thing men notice about women is their personal appearance. You won't see a high maintenance woman walking around looking disheveled and worn out because we focus on sustaining our perfect health. That's why high maintenance women are very physically attractive. We take pride in ourselves And even when we aren't all hair and makeup up, we still look our best. A high maintenance woman always looks her best. And I'm not referring to the stereotypical definitions of beauty. It doesn't matter what she weighs or how she dresses or wears her hair. She wants to look her best and she strives for it. If a man is attracted to a high maintenance woman, he needs to realize that she has worked hard to look the way she does. If she weren't high maintenance, she wouldn't look like that. High maintenance women want to look good because that's part of who we are, because we love ourselves. Therefore, we want to love our whole physiology, and that love shows on the outside and the inside. And what is low maintenance? I've heard men describe women as low maintenance. Well, what are these women flipping plants? I take that into consideration when I'm buying plants, because low maintenance plants don't require much care and attention. Why be in a relationship where you aren't getting much care and attention? In my relationship, it's 50-50, and I wouldn't want to be in a relationship with someone that didn't care enough about me to have my back. If I was okay with being in a relationship that wasn't caring, then that would mean I didn't love myself. A woman who doesn't love herself cannot love anyone else, and that's why the high maintenance woman will take you further. The term high maintenance is way too associated with money, and it's so much more than that. Frankly, I don't know anyone who would choose scarcity over abundance, so why criticize the women who chose higher standards and went after what they wanted? So if any man says he doesn't want a woman because she is too high maintenance, he's using that excuse as a scapegoat to camouflage his insecurities. 9 times out of 10, that woman was high maintenance way before that man came along, and her high maintenance exterior and interior are what attracted him to her in the first place. When a man sees a beautiful, confident woman, he should first think, wow, she must work really hard. He needs to go with a different type of woman if he immediately thinks, she looks like she will require a lot of care and attention. By my definition, high maintenance women refuse to settle for anything that doesn't promote their happiness and the lifestyle they deserve, and that is an admirable quality. My love and respect for myself have trickled down to positively impact my husband and anyone else I have had or have relationships with, and I'm including platonic, intimate, and professional relationships here. If there is one thing I've learned about men, it's this. Men love a challenge. They are competitive by nature. A woman that doesn't hold them accountable or push them to be their best is a woman they will become bored with, and they will not respect her. High maintenance people in general, cast gender aside, become more and more high maintenance as they get older, because they know the key to longevity. And the key to longevity is loving yourself, respecting yourself, and treating your mind and body like sacred spaces that just anyone isn't granted access to. Now, if that's wrong, I don't want to be right.
Let me give you a quick scenario of how a typical man would sleep with a high maintenance woman. Okay, so they're in a group. One thing about men, they understand hierarchy. So this man knows that he's earning maybe 20,000 and he's got a friend who earns 100,000, right? Fine. 20,000 is gonna connect 100,000 with this lady that 20,000 wants. But because there's a hierarchy, he understands that if he is the first to pursue her, the chances of 100,000 winning this lady over him are very high, because women are mostly attracted to a man who's doing much better than the others in the group. Women are always scouting who looks richer or wealthier in a group of friends, right? Fine. So he's going to pass the lady to her. Because 100,000 is used to a lot of women, he's probably going to smash her 2 or 3 times and then he's going to get done. Or 20,000 is going to make a casual talk. Hey, what happened between you and Nomsa? And then 100,000 come like, hi, that thing is over. Say, I'm done with that thing. Ne? Now he knows, okay, cool. Most probably my friend is ghosting him. Then 20,000 is gonna reach out to Unomsa. He's gonna be like, hey, I don't see you these days. Where are you? Obviously, because Unomsa we are goisha at this point, because us being us, we like to be emotionally attached, especially when it comes to men with money. Then 20,000 gonna make small talk and say, hey, what's happening? And then Unomsa's gonna be like, I don't know, chomi yako, hey. And then he'll be like, no, I'll talk to him. Actually, let's talk later. Disebanduin, I'm a bit busy right now. Fast forward, you do meet up. And guess what 20,000 is going to do? Because Unomsa is desperate to find out where and what went wrong and why is she being ghosted out of the so-called random 2,000s and 3,000s from 100,000. She is going to agree to meet 20,000. 20,000 is going to probably invite her to her place. They're going to talk. He's going to make jokes. Probably when he gets there, when she gets there, there's going to be like chocolates, a little bit of wine or flowers, and then he's going to act very nonchalant. I don't know if you eat this. I don't know if you like flowers. And ask him like what you do for a lady. But he actually knows. Now he's fishing you in your mind, because you're heartbroken as Unomsa. You start to compare involuntarily without you even knowing. You're comparing the feeling of being ghosted and the feeling of these flowers, these chocolates, this wine. This guy is willing to listen to you. We shoulder to cry on 20,000. Cool. Fast forward. He leaves you, doesn't touch you, doesn't do anything. No. He knows it's too soon to go for the kill. Round 2. He calls you about a week later. He checks on you. Are you okay, man? Still, 100K has ghosted you. And then when you start wanting to pour out venting in the middle of the vent, he cuts it because he knows you need to vent. Now he has created a need in your brain to want to talk about his friend. Then he's going to say, I'm a bit busy. I can't talk. I'm in the company of other people. You know what? Let me come over. Or are you going to come over? And then you say, no, come to my place. And then he's like, cool. And then 20 minutes later, because you're desperate, you just want him to get there. He will call back and say, oh, by the way, I'm at McDonald's. I don't know if you do eat McDonald's. Do you want lunch maybe? And you're thinking, oh, okay. Then you order what you want to order. Now you feel seen. He's planting the idea of him being a caretaker, when in actual fact he is sweeping after 100K. But at this point, you are heartbroken and everything he does is glorified because you're comparing it to the bare minimum. So anything above that bare minimum is okay for you. You feel seen. He gets to your place, you laugh again, and you start thinking, why can't he be like this? And you know what's the crazy thing about 20,000? He's not going to speak badly about his friend. He's going to give you comments like, hey, Andaz Lomjita, what's going on with him? I mean, a woman like you, but gay, I don't know, maybe I'll talk to him. Yeah, you're so sweet, you're this and this. And then he starts out pointing qualities about you. He's not even listening to you half of the time. He's just nodding and saying, at the right time, oh, and you feel like, oh my gosh, such a good listener. He bought me lunch. When I visit his place, there are flowers. Psychologically, he has planted a comparison. And because we are wild creatures, we will compare them unprovoked. Long story short, he comes closer, the rest is history. And then when you're at the door, he starts regretting. He leaves immediately after the deed. He doesn't want to hang on until you start wanting to say, we should never do this again. He's going to leave you hanging just like that. He puts some medicine on the wound and then he's like, no, I should go. I feel bad. I've never done this to my friend before. No, he's lying. You're the 7th, 8th, 9th victim. He's always doing this. And then he's going to act holier than thou. Then he ghosts you for 3 days. And then he comes back like, I really feel bad for what happened. And then you're going to be like, no, it's cool. Let's talk. And then he asks you, what do you want? You are in a relationship. He's finished. Those standards of yours that were very high, wanting allowance, 20,000, they assume to what he wants. And then he washes you up, and he's done.
Do you consider yourself somebody who is high maintenance? Do you require constant affirmation to appease an insecurity, for example? Some people, they need to have you texting and calling them throughout the day. And I have a very stressful and busy job. And oftentimes I cannot constantly provide that level of communication that some people have come to expect.
So you're stingy with compliments and you use your job as an excuse to act like you're too busy to connect with your partner. That's what I heard. I thought he meant high maintenance, like you take 3 hours to get ready. You have to have your nails done, your toes done. You have a very high maintenance budget for your waxes and your eyebrows and your lashes and all of that. But he's talking about just basic things to show that your partner likes you. That's high maintenance? Like the kind of men that are always telling you about how busy their careers or jobs are men that want you to survive off of very little effort on their part. He doesn't want to tell you that you're pretty. He doesn't want to plan dates. He doesn't want to call you. He doesn't want to text you because you know he's busy. He told you he was busy. In a not so subtle way, he's letting you know that you and your feelings will not be a priority to him. Of course, it's important that you hear what men are saying, but sometimes it's even more important that you hear what they're not saying. What I heard him say is that he doesn't compliment women very much and that you shouldn't expect to hear from him much or at all during his workday because he already told you that he's busy. And if you dare to complain about it, he's going to say that you're high maintenance and insecure. Now, he'll be with you, but don't expect him to act like he likes you.
As much as men like to pretend they don't like high maintenance women, the truth is they love it. They be eating it up. Men love a woman that keeps her nails done, her hair done, her lashes, her makeup, her outfit on point. Men love when you smell good. Men love all that stuff. But my thing is, you want all the benefits that come associated with having a well-kept woman, but you don't want to invest in it. All of a sudden, you want to bring me around your friends. You want to bring me around your family to show me off. Let's be real. It's to show me off as if you're the reason for my upkeep, as if you've been the one maintaining my appearance. I just met you. I don't want to hang around your homeboys. I don't want to hang around your family. I want to go to the mall. The only reason these men want to bring you around these people in their life so early on, let's make that part clear, so early on into your relationship is because they want to show you off as if you're a trophy. So if I'm the trophy and you want to show me off, pay for it.